Is this on?
Senor Money in the Bank, Dominic or Damian Priest.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
Yeah!
Why are you sitting very close to me?
Because this is my spot.
Yeah, but Joe's not here this week. So you could scoot down. We don't have to be touching knees this week. We have some room. It's like the really the one benefit of a two-man show is that we don't have to be rubbing up on each other the whole time.
But it's so far away.
You'll be okay. Look, you can still... My arm will be within reach.
What if I spread my legs really far
damn it.
under the table?
This is what you do anyway.
That's true.
All right, so...
Yeah, I don't think these headphones are going to work.
No.
Maybe, maybe let's get that mic out of the way.
Let's get that out of here. So, yeah, welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey, I'm Joe Pisano.
That's a perfect impression.
That's
Wow.
my impression on the show, Joe.
Whoa. Excellent. So, anyways, what'd you think of Raw? Yeah, not much happened this week on Raw. Not much happened on SmackDown.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Hi, my name is Mark Hamilton, and my co-host, Mark Pisano.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You fucking Mark!
Twice. There's two of us.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Jesus. Hey, thank you, people who are striking. For making wrestling fucking great again.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also the best thing that could have happened for WWE.
Yeah.
It's like, well, obviously we got Stone Cold and The Rock on whenever we want.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
It's funny.
Negotiations.
The USA Network must be pissed.
They're
like,
sure.
Fox got Rock and Cena?
Right.
And Pat McAfee? Super Bowl Saturday?
Pat McAfee?
McAfee. Yeah, it was crazy because I was watching Pat McAfee's show Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Because he had on Aaron Rodgers. That was Rodgers' first interview since the Achilles thing.
Right. So he is 100% out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
But the McAfee show was in Colorado, where SmackDown was.
Right.
And then The Rock shows up at McAfee's show in Colorado.
Right.
And then soon after that, there were rumors that McAfee and Rock were both going to be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And the rumors ended up being true.
Right.
As soon as they found out they were both in Colorado, it was like, well, how do you not stop by, right?
Seriously. How do you not get 15-minute segment just like that?
Right. It's been 4 years since The Rock has been on TV, on WWE TV. His last appearance was the first SmackDown episode on Fox.
Correct.
Which was 4 years. It was like, what, October of 2019?
Yeah.
So Rock hasn't even been on WWE TV since his last time was before COVID was even a thing.
Wow.
That's how long ago that was.
Jeez.
Yeah. And that was when it was like him and Becky making fun of Baron Corbin, I believe.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
got them to chant STD. That's his thing now, He shows up every few years and he gets the audience to chant something that the network has to bleep out.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
But it was a great segment nonetheless, and obviously we're going to be talking about it very soon.
Yes.
But first, we have to thank one new patron this week. So thank you to Awabin Ramen. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but thank you for signing up. Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. It's only $5 a month. You can cancel anytime. We've got over 30 brackets.
Wow.
Think about that.
It's a lot of brackets.
A lot of brackets. Yeah. We've got weekly AEW recaps. All the pay-per-views from the past 7 years are on Patreon.
Yeah.
Classic episodes of Raw, SmackDown pay-per-views.
Correct.
We've done movies, even old episodes of NXT. It's all on there.
Yeah.
So
the
give it a
golden
try.
era
That's true.
of NXT.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So go check it out. If you've never tried it before, give it a try.
Yeah.
You know, do it. Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. And also, we have a new shirt. It's been out a couple weeks.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. You know who we're talking about.
Thanks, guys.
Get yours at bonfire.com/thanks, guys. It's my favorite shirt that we've had so far.
For sure.
The design is amazing.
Yes.
John David Guerra did a great job.
Even like adding the color of the Jacksonville Jaguars is amazing.
Right.
It's so good. I love the facial expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get mine.
Yeah, it comes in 3 different colors. You can get black, green, or yellow. So there you go. Bonfire.com/thanks, guys.
You buy one and you'll get a thanks, guys.
That's right.
From us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So SmackDown opens with Pat McAfee. Pat mentions that he was doing a show earlier in the day, which was just an hour from SmackDown. And then he's interrupted by Austin Theory.
Because Austin Theory interrupts anyone that's semi-legend at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing the people he's gotten to work with.
Right. Absolutely.
And including McAfee, who, they had a match at WrestleMania a couple years ago.
Right.
Where McAfee won, and then he jobbed to a 77-year-old man.
Correct.
So Theory said, I'm about to drop you, and you're gonna be sitting at home all injured, just like Aaron Rodgers. You fucking bitch!
Right.
Oh, shit, no.
That's how you get the heat from Andrew.
Sure, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Theory's still pretty mid on the microphone.
Yeah.
Pat says, I don't want to fight you right now. I'm currently enjoying the hell out of the local laws here. Colorado.
Hi. How are you?
Exactly. Right after that, Triple H came out and everyone was like, do it! Say it!
Right. Say it.
Hi, how are you?
Yes.
McAfee says, this will never be your show. This is the people's show. And you know what that means.
One.
If yes, the
No, it was like, and you know what that means.
Yeah.
Right. It was like, it felt like 5 minutes.
Yes.
And then you hear the music.
Huge pop for
Right.
The Rock, of course. 4 years.
Yeah.
Bleeped holy shit chants.
Of course.
And then Theory asks Rock, you know whose ring you're in? It's been a long time, but Rock says, shut your bitch ass up.
Beautiful. Did you see the video? I think it was posted on like TikTok. A guy's like spending over $2,000 going to WrestleMania because I knew The Rock was gonna show up, and then people who spent $20 at SmackDown getting to see him.
Right. Yeah. Also, McAfee behind Rock was just like a fan,
Right.
watching The Rock work.
I have never seen. He deserves.
It's true.
You fucking mark!
McAfee was marking out.
Trust me, I would be too.
Of course.
Right?
Finally, The Rock has come back to Denver.
Yeah.
And Theory says he's more of an ass kicker than Stone Cold, and he's going to be so great that he'll be on the entire Mount Rushmore.
No.
Not
Correct.
even close.
No.
So Rock starts to talk, but Theory interrupts. It doesn't matter what The Rock says.
Oh.
And Rock says if Stone Cold were here, he'd say, if you want to see me beat this jabroni's ass, give me a hell yeah.
You'd say what?
A hell yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Rock says Theory's from A-Town, but he's also an a-hole.
Oh.
And he gets the crowd to chant, you are an asshole, for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was like, he's like, all right, this side's going to say you are.
Yeah.
And this side's going to say an asshole. And they're just pointing back and forth. And they're like, all right, now this side. I was
Right.
like, oh my God. They're like, here, take as much time as you want. We'll figure it out.
And for 3 minutes watching at home, this is what you heard.
Right.
Because they bleeped it. So for like 3 minutes, you're just sitting there and it's all bleeped.
Yeah.
It was cool if some people, I don't know what feed they were watching where it wasn't bleeped, but they posted it on Twitter and
Yeah.
you could, but yeah, they're just chanting, you are an asshole.
Right. Maybe SmackDown needs to go back onto cable.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Seriously. So Rock says he's going to whoop Theory's candy ass, but Theory attacks him, but Rock gives him a spine buster, and then the people's elbow.
Beautiful spine buster.
Yes.
So good.
And then McAfee does the people's elbow. And it was funny, McAfee's a funny guy. I like when he did it, he just held it there. for like 10 seconds and
I
then
was
bam.
like, okay, come on.
But as much as I hate Theory, I think he did do a good job here.
Absolutely.
But that's,
He did what he was supposed to do.
right.
He really did.
But like, that's what great people do.
yeah.
It's like Tom Brady going to a football team and they become a lot better.
Right.
A great actor, a great talker like The Rock is going to make Theory better.
Right.
Also, since we're on the topic of The Rock, when he was on McAfee's show, Rock revealed that him versus Reigns was locked in for WrestleMania 39 this past April.
Right.
He said he met with Vince McMahon and Nick Khan, and they drank some Terramana and talked about, WrestleMania. I think he was in like December of 22, where they had this meeting.
Sure.
But then he said they couldn't figure out exactly how they wanted to do it, so they shelved it. Which, look, I like The Rock. I don't know how much of this story I believe. I think maybe sure they had a meeting, but I don't think it was locked in necessarily.
No, I don't
Rock was
think
probably
so.
like, well, if my schedule, you're the busiest guy in Hollywood.
Right. Like at that point, he's like, well, no one knows this, but since Black Adam bombed,
Yeah.
I'm going back to Fast and Furious.
Right, exactly.
So, and they're going to pay me, $20 million?
yeah, at least.
So how much can you pay me?
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
So he also teased the match for next year's WrestleMania.
Right.
So it's possible we could be getting Roman Reigns versus The Rock
Yeah.
at WrestleMania. And to be honest, I said in the past, no thanks. Let's push someone who's actually there.
Sure.
But I'm fine with it, honestly.
Right.
The Rock, when he comes back, he reminds you just how good he is. How good he is. And I am interested in seeing Rock, against this version of Roman Reigns who could actually talk on the mic now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, honestly, they've been putting guys in front of Roman Reigns for 3 reigns. Sorry.
Yeah.
3 years.
Right.
And not every time, but every once in a while, we're like, well, this has to be it.
Right.
This is the person who beats him.
Yeah.
And no.
But no. I mean, look, that's if they did Cody and Reigns again at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
what would you put on your scorecard?
I'd probably put Reigns.
Yeah. And I like Cody, but I'm done with his finish the story shit.
I
And it's
have to finish this. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
about your story.
Exactly. But it's just like, yeah, you didn't do it. You lost. It's not Cody's fault. It's a fake TV. But it's just like, yeah.
Right,
You
right.
had your shot.
Yeah.
And you lost.
Sorry.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
What's the diff? If it's going to be Reigns retains no matter what, I'd rather him fight The Rock.
Sure.
It's a bigger match.
Right.
Rather than just, a Cody Reigns rematch again. I
Yeah.
don't think so. I would have Gunther win the Rumble, beat Seth Rollins at Mania to take that belt.
Sure. And then you know what? Cody can finish the story at SummerSlam.
Sure.
Beat Gunther.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whatever.
Just because he wants it doesn't mean he's entitled to it.
Correct.
Zack
Yeah.
Ryder wanted to be the WWE champion.
Sure.
Doesn't mean you're entitled to it.
Yeah.
Still gets paid millions of dollars. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
But later backstage, The Rock and John Cena have a stare down, but then they hug.
Right.
And that, it's like, as much, I get it. The Rock shows up, he whoops Theory's ass, he shits on him,
Yeah.
and McAfee was there. But it's like, you had Rock and Cena in the same building. Could have done something.
You could have.
I mean, this was like a nothing
I like
thing.
what they did later, though, with Cena.
Me too.
Yeah. But,
Maybe The Rock, look, I'm sure, The Rock's like, hey, I'm going to show up on SmackDown, pay me X amount of dollars, and I'll do a segment. Obviously, The Rock gets to choose what he's doing,
Sure.
Right.
I mean, because they teased that, Triple H and Rock match a few years ago.
Right.
I mean, you could have at least been like, hey, remember at WrestleMania 28 when I beat you? Yeah. Remember WrestleMania 29 when I beat you?
Right.
And then they just stare for a while.
Yeah.
And they're like, ha 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 ha.
Sure.
But
they're both about to be in the same movie in a couple years where they're going to
oh, fuck.
they're
yeah.
going to touch tips and become family.
The family's gonna come out of the tips. Right? They're all just gonna be in a fucking Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Yeah. Oh my God. They better. Cena needs to AA The Rock, and Rock needs to give Cena rock bottom in Fast 11 or whatever.
Can you fucking imagine?
Because they've both done it. Cena has given an AA. He gave someone an AA in Fast 10 in the last movie.
Right.
And The Rock gave someone a rock bottom back in Fast 5.
Right. I think he even did it in Hobbs and Shaw.
It'd be even better if he gave someone a people's elbow.
Holy shit.
I don't know how you can incorporate that, but that would be amazing.
The spine buster and then the elbow.
Like instead of ropes, he just like bounces off the walls and like a wall just falls over.
Right.
That'd be great. But let's move on.
Yeah.
We got Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, Damian Priest, and this is back to reality. No more Rock.
Snap back to
Now
reality.
it's just Finn Balor and AJ
there goes
Styles.
Balor.
Yeah. Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio got ejected for constantly interfering. AJ set up for the Styles clash, but Jimmy Uso came out and hopped on the apron, and Styles knocked Jimmy off the apron, and then Balor beat AJ with a roll-up.
Yep.
Yeah, the counter is back this week.
It is.
There are a lot of roll-ups.
There is one so far.
Balor flexed like an idiot after the match.
Right.
I mean, he's skinnier than
Most he's like a cruiserweight.
yeah, and he's
It's
flexing.
like a Kira Tozawa.
It's like, all right, you have abs, but that's it.
Sure.
You
Eat
know?
a fucking carb. You think you're
Really?
better than us.
Remember when Dean Ambrose tried to give him a donut?
Yeah.
He was like, come on, just eat it. And then he looked at it like it was poison.
It was what?
He looked at it like it was poison. Backstage, Balor tells Jimmy that both the Usos should join Judgment Day because there are no leaders, which means no Roman.
There is a leader, and it's Rhea Ripley.
Basically.
Yeah.
She pegs all of them.
Jesus.
And then Paul Heyman was watching in the background the entire time.
Right.
And then
Fucking
he starts
stroking it or something.
Yeah, and then he starts to walk up to Jimmy, and then they cut away. It's like, oh, I wonder what he was going to say.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't important.
Not at all.
They
He's
do
gonna
that
pull
a
out his
lot.
like little red phone, like his own personal Roman hotline.
Right. Oh, God. We've talked about this before, how the backstage segments never make sense. They always end at strange times.
Sure.
It's like, a wrestler's getting interviewed, then another wrestler walks up, talks shit, and then they just get face to face and have a stare down, and then they cut away. It's like, what? Now you cut away?
Sure.
Like, what happens? They just go, okay, bye, and they walk away, or
Perfect
that's it.
timing.
That's where it ends. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from the LWO. And going back, just remember the image of, what was it, 5 of them? 5 of them standing in the ring together.
Yeah.
You have Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Zelina Vega, the other generic guys. Mm-hmm. Like, the only thing the people in this stable have in common is that they're Latino.
Correct.
They couldn't look more different from each other.
Right.
Especially Zelina Vega now, who just, her gimmick is that she streams on Twitch, which
Right.
she does, but she's got the Twitch headphones. She dresses like she's an anime character.
Right.
And it's like, okay, she's very good looking, but what are you doing?
Correct. So she's in that. Ray's in a hoodie.
Yes.
Joaquin Wilde and the other
Cruz
one.
del Toro.
They're in LWO shirts.
They look like wrestling fans.
And then Santos Escobar's in a suit.
It's so dumb.
Right.
That image alone was just like when we came back for commercial and we saw them staying in the ring, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Right. It's like, hey, we pulled 5 random people off the street,
Yeah.
and we're going to find out how much wrestling knowledge they have.
Vince just was like, Latin. Fuck it, you're all Mexican. What? No, we're not. Nah, we're all Mexican. Yeah,
Right.
it's just like,
Points at Mustafa Ali. Get in there.
yeah. Escobar's in a suit, Ray's in a hoodie. The other 2 guys are like,
Wrestle
have maracas.
fucking
basically.
marks. Right.
And then
They look
Zelina
like
Vega,
they went to a Rey Mysterio meet and greet.
and then Zelina Vega's like, subscribe.
Please.
Please
Hit
subscribe.
that subscribe.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Watch me play Among Us.
Oh, is that what she plays?
I guess. I don't know.
know.
So yeah, Ray says the LWO is stronger than ever. But then Santos asks Ray for a shot at the United States Championship. And then Ray's like, how could you do this to me? Nino. Nino. Oh,
My real Nino.
I heard he had, yeah, he even mentioned that. He's like, I heard he was betrayed by me other Nino. And now my new Nino? No. Just kidding, of course.
Yes. Will you bring your Ninos?
Yeah.
They call
Of
me
course.
Abuelo.
But you have to let me have sex with Zelina Vega. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's not my call, but sure.
So then out comes Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Yeah.
And they start talking trash.
Right. Also, why are the Street Profits dressed like they're going to host a circus?
Yeah, like Bobby Lashley's the host.
Right.
This is the greatest show! And-
Right. And they're performers.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So they talk trash. So the jobbers of LWO challenge the Street Profits.
They're like, yeah, you guys got this, right?
Yeah. So we have Street Profits versus the loser World Order. The Street Profits win in 60 seconds.
Yep. Well, I mean, Rock's promo was 15 minutes, so you got to cut some time.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, I saw that report. It was like Rock's segment ran long. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Right. Oh, what a scoop!
You think they were upset about that? You think if Rock was like at a commercial break, he's like, hey, I'm just going to go for an hour. You think they would be like, what do you think they would say?
Right.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah,
yes!
for sure.
Yes!
Guess what? Sorry, most of you aren't wrestling tonight.
I'm just going to do stand-up for the whole 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right. What do you? I mean, what are you gonna do?
Can Cena run out at the end? No.
No.
Okay, fine. That's
Right.
fine. We'll tell Cena he can do the dark match.
Right. Roman's not there. I mean,
No.
You know.
Yeah. So after the match, Ford and Dawkins attack Wild and Toro. Then Ray and Santos come to their aid, but Lashley knocks down Escobar, and then Dawkins punches Ray one time,
Yeah.
and Lashley and the Profits leave.
Punched him like square in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they're heels again?
Again?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So that lasted a week.
Yeah, I mean, let's go back to the beginning of this whole thing. Lashley was picking them up in limos. Let's talk.
Uh-huh.
Angela Dawkins like, wow, this champagne's great, fam. And then he's like, you need a fucking suit. And then he never wore a suit ever again. And then then they beat up Gallows, Anderson, and the Brawling Brutes like during a match.
Yes.
There's a double DQ. Then the next time we saw them, they're full baby faces again.
High-fiving.
High-fiving,
Shaking babies, kissing
the solo
hands.
cups everywhere.
Right.
Then the next week, Bobby Lashley comes out, tells the crowd, I love you. The Bobby Lashley. I love you. He literally said, I love you.
And this week, Bobby Lashley is
What?
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
No,
No, I don't love you. And now they're just heels again.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's literally,
Sure.
it must be Triple H going like, no, they need to be heels. You guys are heels this week. Vince isn't here.
Vince isn't here. Your heels this week.
Then the next week, Vince is like, they're baby. What are you talking about?
How's my favorite baby face?
Yes. Look at Bobby Lashley. He's got the face of a baby.
He's a baby face. I love you.
Talk funny for me, baby.
So yeah, they're heels for now.
For now.
And again, they still don't have a name. For now, yeah. For now. They still don't have a name. Seems like, I don't know, the Hurt guys, what is it?
Someone
Hurt Corporation, is it?
I saw
Injure Corporation? I don't know. What
saw
can we call these guys?
street business.
That'd be even fine.
Yeah, right.
Sure. But like, it's the fucking Hurt business.
Yeah. Just call it the Hurt business. Get Omos. Get what's his
MVP.
nuts. Yeah.
Get Cedric.
Eh.
Get Shelton. Well, they could be the Stooges.
They'll fight Cruz del Toro.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but then all of a sudden you have a stable of 6.
Sure.
And like Omos never wrestles. He just helps them win.
Right.
He just He's ringside, and then every match he goes, "Buh,"
Yeah.
and then punches a guy, and that's it.
I almost kind of want them to do a Judgment Day at that point. Like they're trying to get like Kofi and Xavier to join.
Yeah.
And then they all beat the shit out of Lashley, and Xavier becomes like their leader.
And then you could have a War Games match.
Sure.
And you could knock Omos off the top of the cage, but that's only like a 2-foot fall for him, so he'll be fine.
It's like tripping,
Yeah. There you go.
minor inconvenience.
Next up, we've got LA Knight versus The Miz.
Yeah. The feud that goes on every show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
BFT for the win.
Yep.
By the way, earlier when Damian Priest and Balor were there, Michael Cole again stated why they're allowed to be on SmackDown. Because they're the undisputed tag champs.
Okay.
Even though Dominic Mysterio was there and he didn't explain. And you also didn't explain how The Miz is able to be on SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Visitors pass. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Knight hits the BFT for the win. It was just a match.
Yep,
It
that's
was
it.
just a match.
Right. They barely
their
even
first match-
mentioned their feud.
Their last match had John Cena as the special guest referee. Okay, we're going to do the match again. How do we top it? Okay, we're not going to have Cena as the referee, and it's just going to
we
be a
don't.
match.
That's how
it.
we top it. We don't.
After the match, Knight says he's coming for gold. It doesn't matter if it's Rey Mysterio, Gunther, Seth Rollins, or even Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He's coming. You know, it obviously shouldn't be Roman Reigns because he's not going to win any gold.
Correct.
If he fights Roman Reigns. But also, he's super over. You know, when he grabs the mic and he holds it, it's
Yeah.
like when The Rock grabs them. I mean, you know, he's
Right.
not as over, but like they're just waiting for him to say it.
Yeah, say the thing.
Let me talk to you. And they go fucking crazy.
And then the whole L.A. Knight.
Yeah. Let's not forget that Vince McMahon made this guy a manager
Yes.
named Max Dupree. Let's not forget that.
I'm a genius.
Right.
He's a genius.
Yeah. Drops the gimmick, becomes the most over guy on the card.
Exactly.
You know, like, what are you doing?
Backstage, Adam Pearce tells the blonde, pretty shitty guy, hey, pretty shitty's back. How about
Where the
that?
hell have you been?
Oh, yeah.
Tells him that his arm is healing and he'll be back in action soon. However, Blonde Boy cries about Ridge Holland injuring him. And then Pierce asks, why are you in a wheelchair? It's just a shoulder injury. And then Pretty Shitty yells, yes, boy, a few times.
Comedy bullshit.
Wow.
Elton Prince, that's the brunette?
Uh-huh. No.
No, Elton Prince is the blonde.
Yes.
Okay.
Hit the button for
All right,
yourself.
I'll hit the button.
You fucking mark.
And then the guy, the brunette,
Yes.
who's his name?
Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson, thank you.
fucking mark.
I couldn't remember. I only remembered Elton Prince. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Well, yeah, that's true. Hey,
Yeah.
teamwork.
Exactly. Next up, we've got Asuka versus Bailey. Bailey was beating up Asuka outside the ring, but then Shotzi popped up from behind the barricade. Bailey ran back in the ring to get away from Shotzi, and then Asuka won. How did she win? Oh, she won with a roll up. There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
What is that? 2 out of 3 matches?
Yes.
2 out of 3. Oh, I guess 4 Street Profits. Yeah. And then after the match, like Shotzi chases Bailey, and she actually got really close to Bailey, so she had to slow down.
Right. I hate
So it's
that.
like Shotzi doesn't even want to hurt Bailey.
Right. She just wants to, like,
Just scare her.
yes.
And this is supposed to be like a scary version of Shotzi. I think
Yeah.
she looks better like this. I mean, I'm usually not into women with short hair, but I like her better like this than with the green hair. I thought the green hair didn't look good. It looked cheap. And
Yeah.
what do you think about this current version?
I'm not feeling the hair, like, oh no, like the little spikes.
I don't know.
What's
It's
funny
just
is
kinda
when
like
she's
that,
not,
you know, crazy girl that's gonna fuck you up in
right,
more ways
when
than
she's
one.
not on TV, she wears like a green wig.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. I guess she misses that hair.
maybe.
Yeah.
Finally, we have the Grayson Waller effect with his guest, the greatest of all time, Stone Cold Steve. No, John Cena.
Yeah.
That's what they call him now.
Yes.
Waller insults Cena for a while, but it's all basic shit. And then Cena takes off his hat and his shirt.
Wow.
But then Jimmy Uso comes out. And it's funny, when Cena came back and he had that segment with Jimmy, it was before a pay-per-view, so we didn't do that SmackDown. But I meant to tell you this, like when remember when Cena told Jimmy a few weeks ago, the wrong Uso quit?
Yeah.
Like the wrong Uso quit. All I could think of was the wrong kid died.
Wrong kid died.
The wrong Uso died. From Walk Hard. If you've never seen Walk Hard, it's hilarious.
I halved myself.
Yeah. Dewey, I've been halved. Oh, we should have listened to Paul.
Yeah. I didn't realize how easy it was to half yourself.
So Jimmy wants to fight, but Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman come out. Solo gets face-to-face with Cena, but then he grabs Jimmy, teases giving him the Samoan spike, but then he super kicks Cena. And then Solo and Jimmy stomp Cena, but AJ Styles runs out and makes the save. Cena gives Jimmy the 5-knuckle shuffle and goes for an AA, but Solo pulls Jimmy out of the ring. And then, of course, Heyman pulls out his phone to call Roman Reigns.
Roman hotline. Roman chat.
Cool ending with AJ and Cena in the ring, given
I
their
like that.
history.
So we'll probably see them against Solo and Jimmy.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But like, I'm so tired of Heyman doing the call Roman Reigns thing.
Yeah.
It's literally how he ends every single segment.
Sure.
For months. For months and months now.
Yeah.
It's so overdone. You're not fooling anyone. Like, Roman Reigns was on the show because Heyman keeps calling him. No, he's not there.
Yeah.
Heyman, Reigns didn't answer. But that's the end of SmackDown.
That's it.
Awesome beginning. Cena and AJ at the end was cool.
Yeah.
But everything else is whatever. Raw opens with Cody Rhodes. Just like last week, Cody wants to talk about Jey Uso. However, just like last week, Cody is interrupted by Dominic Mysterio.
Deja vu?
And then we have Cody versus Dominic. Cody also compared Dominic to Steve Urkel.
Again.
And suggests that Dom's into Rhea way more than she is into him.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make sense since Rhea was the one that like seduced Dominic to joining Judgment Day.
Right.
Yeah. Also watching from the front row, Dragon Lee. Yeah. Not even worthy of a button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cody wins with a Cody Cutter and a Crossroads. After the match, Judgment Day was about to attack Cody, but then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn run out to have his back, and Judgment Day retreats. It's the same thing every single fucking week.
Yes.
It's getting tiring.
It is.
So tiring.
Yeah.
SmackDown and Raw is just the Judgment Day show. They're on both shows. It's always the worst people on both shows. After the break, KO asks Cody, "Why did you think it was a good idea to bring Jey Uso to Raw? Tell me." And Cody says, "Jey deserves a second chance." And Sami tells Owens, "You gave me a second chance. I gave you a second chance." And KO reminds them that Jey has cost all of them title matches against Roman Reigns. And says Jey is one shade of eyeliner away from joining the bloodline. It's a good line. And he says, "I can't trust Jey Uso, but I trust you guys, and I hope you're right." But then later in the show, Sami has to get in between Jey and Owens, yelling at each other.
Yeah. How long is this going to go on?
It's, I don't know.
Right.
And every week,
Like we've kind of seen it.
we have
Yeah.
for a very long time.
Right.
It's finally getting old. The bloodline stuff is getting old.
Yeah.
It just went on too long.
Right.
You know, WrestleMania was the perfect time. Now you're having people quit and rejoin the bloodline like 2 weeks after the fact.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make much sense.
I don't get it.
No, it's not good.
Make it make sense.
And Cody, we know what Cody wants to say. He's been waiting to say it for weeks. I'm going to SmackDown.
I know.
Yeah, we get it. To job to Roman.
To do nothing, apparently, because
Like
Rock's
that, yeah,
probably
that's
going
the
to get
thing.
that
If
match
he's going
now.
to SmackDown now, then like, when's your title shot? Survivor Series?
Right.
Then he must already know that he's not getting the, he's not going to Mania. He's not fighting Reigns at Mania.
Yeah.
If he's going soon. Unless he just keeps getting interrupted for the next 5 months.
Well, that will happen.
Next up, we have Kofi Kingston versus Ivar. Kofi beat Xavier Woods in rock, paper, scissors to get this match. Ivar hit a moonsault off the top rope, which is what a huge moment for such a big guy.
Yeah, I know.
Kofi kicked out.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
And then Kofi gave Ivar a sunset flip powerbomb and Trouble in Paradise for the win.
500-pound moonsault.
People said this match was amazing. It was good.
Who are these people?
It was good.
Right.
Ivar hit a moonsault that Kofi kicked out of.
Right. I mean,
AEW.
Kofi can give you a good match anytime he wants.
Of course.
You know.
Next up, we've got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet. This is their 4th singles match since June.
It is?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Before the match, Seth Rollins ran out to go after Nakamura, but Nakamura ran away and officials grabbed Seth. During the match, Nakamura got frustrated and grabbed the chair, but Ricochet super kicked him, grabbed the chair, hit Nakamura with it, and Ricochet gets DQ'd. After the match, Ricochet argued with the ref. I guess he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah, right.
And then Nakamura attacked him from behind. Nakamura hit Ricochet's leg against the ring post with a chair multiple times. And then Seth ran back out and attacked Nakamura. It was weird because Nakamura was hitting Ricochet with the chair. Then he saw Seth and he threw the chair in the ring.
Yeah.
I guess he just knew where it was headed.
I guess.
Or, you just hit Seth with that chair.
Setting up. He's 3 moves ahead.
Exactly. Seth went for a pedigree, but Nakamura flipped Seth and he landed back first on the chair. And then Nakamura beat Rollins as 12 officials yelled, "Hey!
Basically.
Stop it!"
No.
Just grab him.
Bad.
Just grab him.
Hey, we talked about this.
You can't do that.
Remember you agreed? You said you were going to try harder?
Dang it. You
Well.
promised.
Yeah. No ice cream tonight.
No.
I mean, well, okay, you can have 1 bowl, but you're not getting 2.
You promised in Japanese. He was like, yeah, but you don't know what I was saying.
That's true. Yeah.
Later backstage, Seth starts going crazy and tells Nakamura he can name the time, place, and stipulation. So I guess that's Seth's thing. He's going to be going crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what is the stipulation going to be? A kendo stick match? Just like real swords? Real swords.
There you go. Do that.
A first stab match.
Yes, use knives.
Yeah. Next up, we have Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. God, fuck. Zoe and Chelsea looked like they were on a tag team because they both had the same gear.
Yeah.
They both had red gear.
Right.
And then Nia,
Chelsea Green's gear looked like it was like an homage to Kane.
right, that's
Yeah.
true. Yellow flames.
Right.
Nia Jax interrupted the match and Michael Cole yelled, "Nia Jax is back."
Yeah.
Did he not? He was there last week, right?
He was.
Michael Cole was at Raw?
Yeah, but when she came out, he was like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
Who the hell?"
So he didn't even know that was her.
I guess not.
Wow, that's interesting. That's really weird.
Shut up, Michael.
Yeah.
And then Nia beat up everyone, and she took a big shit on Shayna's chest.
She did that. The squash. I don't
Yeah.
know what Annihilator.
Annihilator.
The Annihilator. And she slapped her in the face.
And Michael Cole's like, "Remember, Shayna broke Nia's arm 3 years ago."
3 years ago, and then Nia Jax immediately left the company.
Yeah. Backstage, Chad Gable walks up to Adam Pearce and asks, "How's Seth?" What the fuck? What? Why would he care?
Right.
Do you want to end up like Ricochet?
Yeah.
And then Gable also asked Pierce for another opportunity, but Pierce is like, "No."
Right. You've had 2. You've lost them.
And then Bronson Reed walks up talking trash.
Yeah.
And he's
He's
like,
like,
"You seen Uncle Bobby?
You seen Uncle Bobby?
Where's Uncle Bobby?"
Where's my Uncle Bobby at?
And Pierce is like, okay, it's official.
Right.
And Reed wins with the tsunami.
Right. Gable has been on this amazing streak.
Yeah.
He's had these great matches.
He's done.
Jobs to Reed.
It's over.
And how many like nicknames have they given Bronson Reed?
Oh my God.
Because for a while he was like the colossal Bronson Reed,
Mr. Nice Guy,
Mr. Nice Guy. Now he's just Big Bronson Reed.
Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bobby. Yeah. So next week he'll probably just be Big Bronson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I saw people, and also Wade Barrett. Yeah, it was Wade Barrett because he's on Raw now. Wade Barrett compared him, and I saw other people online comparing Bronson Reed to Bam Bam Bigelow. That's so upsetting.
Please don't.
It's like you look at Bam Bam, he was intimidating.
He was.
You look at Bronson Reed, and despite his size, he looks like a 10-year-old boy that like got in a fat suit.
Yeah. He's got those giant horse nostrils too.
Yeah. I tweeted, no, I'm not afraid of Josh Reese.
Bronson Reese.
And then Josh tweeted, like, go fuck yourself or something.
Yeah, right. I think he just has that set to auto reply. I didn't know you could do that.
Wow. Does he have X Blue? Can he?
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Like he has a couple choices. He could be like, go fuck yourself or shut up, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Next up, we have an in-ring promo from Becky Lynch. The man issues an open challenge for the NXT Women's Championship.
That she won last week.
Yeah, there are rumors that Tegan Knox was supposed to come out, but they decided against that.
They realized that where the hell have you been?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So out comes Natalya, who angrily accepts the challenge. Becky tells her this was supposed to be for someone who has an opportunity, hasn't had an opportunity yet. You've been here 15 years, and this is Natalya's response.
15 years of dedicating my life to this. And you want to say that I'm taking an opportunity away from somebody else? You went down to NXT and you stepped all over every single one of those women that was waiting patiently for their chance. You are nothing but a hypocritical ginger witch.
Oh!
She really showed her.
She almost said bitch.
Almost. Which you're on cable, you can say bitch.
I mean, Natalya said bitch more than any wrestler in the history of wrestling.
Correct.
It's literally what she does anytime she cuts a promo.
Yeah, yeah.
You bitch! And then just pause for
Hard B.
Pause for the fans to go,
Oh,
oh.
wow, yeah.
And they even went, oh, for which?
Yeah, right.
I guess they were expecting bitch.
Maybe they, in their head, they heard it.
Yeah. She's the worst. I guess Natalya figured out who she was.
Yeah.
Remember?
You
I don't
know
even know who I am anymore.
Well, turns out,
She's a loser.
loser.
Yeah, she remembered.
And a heel.
Becky Lynch. Think about where Becky is and where Natalya is.
Right.
In terms of like popularity.
For sure.
And Becky had to beat Natalya with a roll up. What is that, 3?
That's 3.
A roll up.
Roll up.
Becky beat Natalya with a roll up.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
She's beaten Natalya probably countless times.
sure.
I'm sure she's probably never lost to
Yeah.
Natalya.
I mean, would Becky even need to use a finisher anyway?
Yeah.
You just kick her hard enough and pin
A
her.
roll up.
Yeah.
What a waste of a match.
Right.
What a waste of a segment.
I was like really hoping like someone cool would come out,
Yeah,
you know?
sure. Backstage, Dominic and Dragon Lee have a shitty confrontation. They're fighting for the NXT North American Championship next week on Raw. On Raw. Yeah, why? We have to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, God, please get the TV contracts done soon.
Right.
So
Tired
we
of
can
this.
stop this.
Right. So we can quit blending shows.
Yeah, Vince is like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they have Cena and The Rock, but you guys have Dragon Lee.
Right.
Thanks, Vince.
And NXT Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. We already had Becky Lynch.
Thanks, Vince. Let Amazon buy Raw. They can have Raw and NXT.
Raw Prime.
Raw Prime.
Prime Raw.
Prime Raw. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Tommaso Ciampa versus Giovanni Vinci. Oh, Ciampa made Vinci tap to the Sicilian stretch, which is very similar to the Gargano escape. Very
Yeah.
similar.
Also, doing a move called the Sicilian stretch on an Italian guy.
Yeah.
It's racist.
Well, they're both Italian,
Sure.
you know.
Racist.
So Ciampa's coming for Gunther. He cut a backstage promo, sitting in his chair. It's great as always.
Of course.
But can you really see them letting Ciampa do it? Can they really let Ciampa dethrone Gunther?
Maybe.
It is weird because
Look, honestly, you could have Ciampa beat Gunther, and then Gunther can take a break.
Sure.
Take a break, comes back at the Rumble unannounced, of course.
Right.
And wins it.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I just don't know if they're going to let a little guy beat Gunther. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But not get my hopes up.
Yeah. Still no Johnny.
We're still waiting for Johnny. You know, he got to watch the Cleveland Browns
Yeah.
on Monday Night Football.
Right.
He wasn't even watching Raw, by the way.
Right.
Johnny was watching his football team.
Yeah.
Lose. They lost.
Oh, I don't have to work? Well, fuck. I'm not watching it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Earlier in the show, Damian Priest told Jey that Judgment Day still wants his butthole. So he's like, give me an answer by the end of the night.
Right.
So Judgment Day came out. They hopped on the apron.
Meanwhile, backstage, JD McDonough is like
I know,
naked,
yeah.
spreading his cheeks.
He wasn't even on the show.
Right.
Judgment Day hopped on the apron, but Jey super kicked all three of them. And then Drew hit Jey with a Claymore for the win.
That was great.
After the match, Judgment Day beat up Jey while Drew watched from the stage.
And he did this really well.
He did.
Like, should I go?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, and then like at the last second, he was like, maybe I'll go help him. And then here comes Cody
Yeah.
to run out and make the save.
Right.
And, you know, again, it's Judgment Day. It's Jey Uso. It's Cody. This is what we've been seeing for months.
Sure.
But I do like that Drew McIntyre is leaning heel.
Right.
I mean, he came out in all white gear.
Tested the waters.
White gear. That usually means heel.
Right. I love it.
So I hope he does turn heel. He needs it. He needs it really bad.
He really does.
So that's all for Raw. Let's give some awards.
All right.
Who did you have for worst dressed?
Let's see. For worst dressed, I had The Rock's social media guy.
Oh my God, that's right. When The Rock came out and
This guy,
that
like,
guy was filming him from
fucking
behind.
walked behind. He's got like cords and plugs in the phone. Like, fucking, like Jesus Christ.
Right. I had Chelsea Green's stupid hat and like ass cape.
That's part of her gear.
What would you call that? A skirt?
Yeah.
A back skirt?
Sure.
But like her hat, I don't like her hat. What are you, a captain?
Yeah. She
Remember
is.
when Alicia Fox wore like a captain's hat?
Yeah, I did.
I just don't get it for
She
a
bought
wrestler.
Alicia Fox's collection.
Yes,
actually.
yeah. And then just like a back skirt. Like, what's the back skirt for? I just don't like it.
You know,
I know that's what she always wears, but I
Stuff.
thought best dressed.
Best dress, I had Zelina Vega.
I had Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Worst acting.
Worst acting, I had Lashley.
Okay, I had Natalia.
Okay.
Best acting.
The Rock.
Yes, Mo!
Worst comment.
Yes, boy.
Oh my God. Yeah, sweep it.
Yeah.
Best comment.
Mine was actually from Pat McAfee.
Uh-huh.
In that backstage segment, Pat McAfee goes, "Hey, there's a guy I can't see."
Yeah, that's right.
And then fucking Cena's standing there.
Yeah. And then Rock was like, I could see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that. That's good. Worst match.
Worst match, I had Chelsea and Piper versus Stark and Baszler, especially because it had to get interrupted.
Of course. Super slow-mo.
Super slow-mo, I had the LWO versus the Street Profits because 60 seconds took forever.
I'll double down with the women's tag.
Fair enough.
And then best match.
Best match, Jay versus McIntyre.
That's true. Yeah, all right. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Worst move.
Worst move was I had McAfee's elbow.
Okay.
I didn't really care for it, especially after seeing the first people's elbow in how many years?
I mean, yeah, Rock's is amazing. McAfee's for comedy purposes.
Yeah, right.
I had the too many roll-ups.
Okay.
Too many roll-ups.
Right.
Best move?
People's elbow.
People's elbow. Yeah. Worst moment?
Shitty deadly.
Pretty shitty deadly.
Yeah.
We have them, but no party pussy.
Right.
Where is my party pussy? And when are you going to combine them to make them shitty pussy? Where is my shitty pussy?
Yes. Well, that's the clip of the week that our fans are going to steal.
Where's my shitty pussy? Best moment. I mean, yeah, just hitting the music.
The music.
Really is the best moment.
It really is.
The pop from the crowd.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for awards. Now it's time for some breaking news. So CM Punk returned to MMA commentary on Friday.
Oh, is he still allowed there?
He is.
Yeah.
At the Cage Fury Fighting Championship event. Punk told his co-host that he's got time on his hands for the next 2 months. And then pointed to his invisible watch.
See, it's September,
Yes.
October,
Uh-huh.
November.
Yeah.
Survivor Series is in November.
Uh-huh.
Survivor Series is in Chicago.
There you go. He could be working.
All right, so he's going to beat up Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know that they would even want him. Like,
Right.
why even...
Why?
We make $1 billion. Why risk it for this fuck?
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'd be open to it.
Sure.
The thing is, he's not gonna be like this in WWE because he can't. He can't get away with it.
Right.
He'd be fired way sooner.
Right, yeah. He's got that look. You're out.
Yeah.
But, like, we've also talked about how, like there's no one, like, in control over there.
Yeah, in AEW, yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't even see there being, like, a locker room leader, like, you know, like an Undertaker who keeps people in line, stops them from doing stupid bullshit like this.
Yeah, because you're like, well, Jericho, but no, he does stupid bullshit.
Yeah, right. So, yeah.
John Moxley.
Yeah, I mean, if you brought Moxley and Punk back, they would be 20 times better than they were in AEW.
Oh, God, especially Moxley.
Right.
I mean, Punk was at least, his feuds were still good.
Right.
And his matches were still good. Moxley is just the worst.
Ambrose taking this guy, what the fuck's his name?
James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth under his wing as
Yeah.
his gimmick
Yeah.
was better than sticking fucking skewers in his head. I will take Ellsworth and Ambrose 10 times before I take
Oh my God.
Spaghetti Stick Head.
Of course.
The fuck?
Spaghetti Dickhead. That's what he is.
Spaghetti Dickhead.
Also, Triple H was on the latest episode of Billions in a scene with Paul Giamatti. Did you see it?
I did not. I don't watch Billions.
The whole scene was a WWE commercial.
Really?
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
That's all it
Oh.
was.
That's why I paid.
Triple H and Paul Giamatti are talking in an empty arena like before Raw.
Yeah.
So like the Raw stage is there, the ring's there, and there's like, oh, and Paul Giamatti's like, yeah, wow, there's nothing better than this.
Yeah.
And Triple H is like, yeah, I know, the superstars are amazing, and he's like, what do you need help with?
Yeah. Don't forget, you can watch Raw every Monday, 7 Central.
Giamatti's like, I need your help with something, business wise, and Triple H is like, well, I don't run any of this, right?
Yeah.
I just do what Daddy tells me to.
Right.
But yeah, they even it's like bad dialogue too. Like Giamatti's like, I'm dealing with a heel who thinks he's a babyface. And Triple H is like, well, it could be a problem. It's like, when is happening?
Right.
It's such a silly scene. Also, WWE laid off more than 100 corporate employees after the merger with UFC, including Dana Warrior.
Wow.
I don't like to celebrate people getting fired, but remember, like 5 years ago, they hired her to be a writer?
Yeah.
Well, she's not anymore.
She's not.
Not?
Yeah, apparently there was a memo that went out. I forget who it was, but Maybe it was Nick Khan.
Yeah,
To
it was
have
Nick Khan.
everyone work from home.
Right.
Because they were going to be firing people.
Yes.
And they didn't want like all the oohs and ahs in the office.
I mean, it's a brilliant strategy.
Sure. Just like a Zoom call. And
But,
then
like,
you show up
imagine
Monday
that.
and be like, oh, fuck.
But imagine your boss tells you the day before and you don't know yet.
Right.
And he's just like, hey, work from home because, you know, you might get fired tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, you got any news?
The only piece of news I had is there was WWE tryouts this past weekend.
Yes.
The PC.
Right.
There was a few independent wrestlers. There was a couple names that I recognized, both men and women.
Like who?
I'm not gonna say them because I see you got your finger on the button.
It's a who's who of.
Who are you?
It's a who's that of.
Who are you?
It's a
Who are you?
of a
Who are you?
Correct. Yeah. So one name that did.
Luigi the Pizza Man. Was he?
God no.
Luigi Primo.
He showed up. They're like, no, get the fuck out. Take your fucking pizza with you.
You brought the pizza dough to the tryout.
You're spinning the you're spinning the dough.
Jesus.
Right. One name that did stand out, one of Fit Finley's sons, Brogan Finley.
Okay.
He's 21. He was doing a tryout. Apparently, Finley's other son David is in New Japan Wrestling. So,
Oh, it's his other. Yeah. Okay.
but that's Brogan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
All right.
So that'll be interesting. See if he gets picked up by NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On to rumors.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
So there's a video going around social media of Randy Orton walking outside of the Performance Center.
Okay.
And this happened I saw this 2 hours before we started recording. It was a new thing.
Yeah.
So Orton's there for NXT. If it's, people are trying to figure out if it is a current video.
Right.
If it was, something that was old, but everyone seems to think that it was taken today or recently. So hopefully that's good news.
Yeah.
Hopefully Orton is coming back soon. We don't really know.
Right.
But yeah, cross your fingers for that.
Yeah.
And then Dave Meltzer reports that WWE is not close on money in their negotiations with Edge, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. Yeah.
Wow.
Which I imagine if you're those three guys, you're like, all right, obviously, we should get raises because you just did this merger.
Yes.
You guys have more money than ever before.
Correct. And LA Knight is the most over guy on the card.
Yeah, you're worth $21 billion now.
Yeah.
Next year, you'll probably be worth $22 billion.
Correct. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. I expect Drew to re-sign. I'm sure LA Knight will re-sign, and we'll see what happens with Edge.
Right.
Also, PW Insider reports that Matt Riddle was expected to be at Raw last night, but he didn't show.
This is going to sound horrible. But if I heard news that he was found dead in a gutter, I kind of wouldn't be surprised.
They found someone in a shithole out by the Buffalo Bills are building a new stadium.
Yeah.
And after their game, they found a naked, a guy on drugs naked, and he fell into one of their shitholes. Actual shitholes. Covered in feces and everything. That could have been Matt Riddle.
It could have been.
We don't know yet.
Yes.
We're going to find out.
I mean,
sources say 90% Matt Riddle.
Right. Could you why would he miss Raw in Denver?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Right, exactly.
Seriously.
He flew to Denver. He just never showed up to Raw.
Right. You got distracted.
Yeah. Also, I just want to take this time to shit on the dirt sheets again because
I love these.
people follow this Boozer Wrestling account on Twitter. And also, like, these websites take what he says as gospel.
Right.
And he tweeted out, like, a few hours before Raw's gonna be huge tonight. Like, many returns, surprises. And then Raw happened, and it was Judgment Day, and that was it.
Huh.
And I was just like, oh, I thought Raw was supposed to be huge tonight.
Right.
And then nothing happened.
Interesting.
And then this guy, when he's wrong, then he puts his Twitter account on private so that you can't go, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And then it's the same old, like, plans change.
Right.
I was right, but plans change. It's like, shut the fuck up. Stop giving these people, like...
Yeah.
He said something else. No, it was him or someone else that was like, that said, oh, WWE officials were ecstatic to have The Rock back.
Well, no fucking shit.
Yeah, it's the stupidest story.
Right.
That's an article? That's a report?
Yeah.
What do you... No, WWE was pissed to have The Rock back. 100 million views on social media.
Right, yeah.
They were so pissed. Like, what the fuck? It's so dumb. It's so
The dumbest
dumb.
shit ever.
All right, well, Joe's not here, so I guess no trivia, right? Unless you have
actually-
trivia. Oh, Jerry, Eric has trivia.
Yeah, actually.
right.
So I have one trivia that I know you're not going to get.
Oh.
And then I have another trivia that's probably a layup.
Okay.
So a little balance.
All right.
All right, so a few days ago, Impact had its 1,000th episode.
Okay, I did hear about this.
Okay. There was a female wrestler
Yeah.
and a male wrestler
Uh-huh.
that not only were they at Impact 1000,
Yeah.
they were at SmackDown 1000 and Raw 1000.
A male and female.
A male and a female.
Like they were on the show.
They were
My
on
first
the show.
guess would be Mickey James.
No.
Raw 1000. When was Raw 1000? Wasn't that recent?
It was a while back.
No,
ago.
it was a while back.
Yeah. SmackDown 1000 was fairly recent.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
SmackDown 1000 was when? A couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown 1000 was the one where they had the Evolution reunion, right?
Maybe.
I think.
I don't know. I don't remember.
And they were like, so they were featured on both shows.
Yeah, probably.
God. Like RVD for the men?
No.
Victoria? No.
No.
What woman was on SmackDown 1000 a few years ago that could also be on Impact? Who's there? Ember Moon? No, Ember Moon's
No.
not there. Who's in Impact right now?
Who's the last big female wrestler they signed?
Impact?
Yeah.
Oh, Naomi.
Yes.
So it was Naomi for the women.
Yes. And this is for Raw 1000. She was a Funkadactyl.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Funkasaurus?
No. No, he retired.
Lance Storm?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. A hint. Give me a hint for the man.
Oh.
Road Dogg. Oh, you
no,
didn't know.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. Let's see. Trying to think of a good hint without giving it away.
Like, what decade was their fame? When were they in their prime?
Who said they had a prime?
Oh, well, come on. It's X-Pac. Eric hates X-Pac.
Right now, I guess their biggest moment was at WrestleMania 35,
Where was WrestleMania 35?
New York.
New York.
Yes.
Kurt Hawkins?
Yes.
The pre-show of WrestleMania?
Yes. So yeah, he was at Raw 1000, SmackDown 1000, and Impact 1000, along with Naomi, who goes by Trinity in Impact.
Trinity.
And she is currently their women's champion.
Well, of course. Because who else would be?
Yeah. Okay, now this one will probably be a layup. So we saw The Rock and John Cena
Yeah.
on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They haven't always been enemies. There was one pay-per-view where they teamed up.
Yeah.
Who was the team that they fought?
It was R-Truth and The Miz, right?
Correct.
What was the pay-per-view? I don't remember the name.
Survivor Series. And the tagline was, never before, never again.
And that was the main event, right?
It was.
Of Survivor Series.
It was. Yeah.
R-Truth!
Do you remember
Main
their
eventing a pay-per-view.
Do you remember their tag team name?
Miz Truth.
No.
Awesome Truth.
The Awesome Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, one you really had to rack your brain, and one that was pretty much a layup.
Yeah, for sure.
Well done.
Thank you. Well done to you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do some fan questions.
All right.
And I have not pre-read them, so God help us all.
Oh shit.
And it's okay because they don't pre-read them either.
Or proofread them.
Proofread them, yeah. Grayson Lanning, Rock versus Roman for Mania, or Cody versus Sammy for Mania? Rock Roman. I don't really know why Cody and Sammy would need
you
to
could do
fight.
both at this point. Should do Cody and Kevin.
Sure.
I'd love that.
Aaron Rodgers, Achilles. Zach Wilson is trash, and this team won't even sniff the playoffs. Feel bad for Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner wasting prime years with a trash quarterback. Eric?
Yeah.
Kimbo, when they changed Dewdrop's name, why didn't they change it to the Fabulous Fupa? I feel like Vince missed a trick here.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I didn't pre-read them.
Clearly.
Bradley Gentry, did anyone else see Jay count to 3 as he was being pinned? Seemed weird. I did not notice that.
One.
It happens
2.
sometimes. Tyrone Grit, I mean, was he at least not staring at the ref's arm?
And then like 2.
Yeah.
You know.
Tyrone Grizz, can I get a shout out real quick for my birthday? I'm turning 37 and it's just a goofy, meaningless age.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more, Tyrone, because I turned 37 a month ago.
Yeah. So happy birthday, and think of happier times when you were...
Oh, yeah. You know, it was a great age.
22!
Yeah, great age.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Even last year when I was 37, you know, last year when it was...
22!
Yes.
Chef Dave, can we take a moment to acknowledge how dumb Balor looks when he comes out? He came out with Priest looking like a cartoon character. Well, that's, yeah. I
Priest
said it
needs to
after
tone
the
it
match.
down on the fucking guy liner.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't like you're not going to a 30 Seconds from Mars concert.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You're not part of the Undertaker's ministry.
Right.
Of darkness.
Yeah. I do have to say Finn Balor has some great Nikes. I wouldn't mind those myself.
Sure.
The purple ones.
Well, they're a size 4.
Shit. Yeah.
Dylan, if you smell what Hamilton is cooking, Eric, would you rather have Hulk Hogan host a birthday party for you or the Great Khali be champion right now for 3 years? Come on, this is easy.
Khali, man. No.
I mean, Hogan's not squashing anyone. He's just hosting your birthday party.
You know what? I would
Be
definitely.
hilarious.
It would.
Happy birthday, brother! Here, have some pasta on me, dude! It's literally on me, dude! You can eat it off me like those girls with the sushi.
I got a noodle you can slurp, brother.
Eat these onion rings off my cock, brother.
199 Big T, question for the foodie. Eric, which do you prefer, Cane's or Zaxby's?
You know, I haven't had Zaxby's.
Yeah.
There's one, but it's like 20, 25 minutes from my house. There's a Cane's like 10 minutes from my house. So,
Where's the Zaxby's? In Cyprus?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to that one.
Right. So I didn't tell you about this. So apparently near me, they opened, literally right across the street from Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
They opened a place called Lane's Chicken Fingers.
Lanes?
Lane's. And apparently that was the inspiration for Cane's.
Okay.
Like Lane's wanted to keep it small.
Yeah.
And Cane's wanted to blow it up. And so apparently they took the recipes and left. Like
Wow.
the partners split. And look where
Okay.
Cane's is. And you know what? I tried Lane's. It was
Okay.
It was all right.
I've had Zaxby's. I've had Slim Chickens.
Oh,
Slim Chickens is great.
really?
Cane's is the best, but only because their sauce is better than all the other sauces.
Correct. There's a reason we use canes when we make the
Oh my God,
the
yeah.
Woo burritos.
Like, I think Slim Chicken's chicken
yeah.
is better than Cane's. Their lemonade is better than Cane's.
Oh.
Their fries are better, but like Cane's has the sauce. So like
Smuggle
in a
some Cane's sauce.
In a perfect world, I'm gonna get some Cane's sauce, and then get Slim Chickens,
Right.
and then it'll be perfect.
I'm just going to go to the drive-thru and be like, I'm a TikToker. Can I get a cup full of sauce? They'll be like, well, absolutely.
Here, have a free meal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the great thing about Slim Chickens is Slim Chickens actually has a chicken sandwich you could eat, whereas Cane's, it's just they put 3 chicken fingers on and then they're like, good luck. You're like, well, of course it's not going to work. It just
Yeah.
falls apart as you eat it.
Right. What were you thinking?
So I like Slim Chicken's chicken sandwich. Slim Chickens also has chicken and waffles, and it was fucking great.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's there one by me? Oh, there's one in 1960.
Okay. Jake Baker, I'm glad you guys do this show. I turned off Raw when Natalia showed up. What dirt does the Hart family have on Vince to warrant still having Natalia around?
Oh, my God. Seriously. Was that like in the deal of Brett coming back? Natalia has to stay forever.
Yeah. This question is from...
You fucking mark!
Oh, welcome.
I was listening to the brackets on my drive from Denver to Fort Worth yesterday. It would be awesome if you redid the hottest male bracket using criteria and scoring like you did in the greatest male wrestler bracket. Face, body, intangibles, and estimated / known cock size.
Look,
That would be hilarious.
Look, there's one reason.
I like how estimated / known. Do we know anyone's cock size?
Well, look, we know Drew would make it far
Yeah.
because
But
when his dick hit the top rope
Exactly.
when he was jumping over it.
we might have to do that. That'd be
So
fun.
that's like, fuck, that's 10 out of 10 for those points.
Dude, I kind of feel like we should do it
Maybe.
for like the 2023 hottest male wrestler
Oh, fuck. When was the last one we did?
a couple
What year?
years ago.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've gotten some new hotties.
New new hotties.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Piccone trivia for everyone. Which number is bigger? Roman Reigns' title defenses in his current reign, or CM Punk matches in AEW?
CM Punk matches.
Man, yeah, he was around for like almost a year.
Yeah.
I'll go Punk. CM Punk 33, Roman Reigns 28.
Yep. Wow.
That's hilarious.
Jesus.
Mike Dawes, Pushfire Barry, 80s music, 80s movies, 80s clothes.
Fire 80s
clothes.
Push.
That's tough. Because 80s had really good music and movies, but also really shitty music and movies.
Correct.
It's tough.
I think I'm going to have to push 80s music and bury 80s movies.
When AC/DC was in its height in the 80s, right?
I think.
All right, so music.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking like Bowie, Duran Duran,
Yeah.
you know,
Movies, you had Back to the Future.
right? Gremlins.
Yeah,
Mannequin.
That's a tough one. But for
Breakfast
one thing,
Club.
for sure, is Fire clothes.
Yeah, Fire the Close.
Jonathan Smith, WWE goes from having one of the greatest and most random SmackDowns in history to one of the worst Raws in history. So much for consistency.
Of course.
Well, yeah, you can't.
Can't win them all.
I'm sure they asked McAfee, Rock, and Cena to
Yeah.
show up at Raw, but they were like,
Please.
fuck that.
That's weird that Cena would only do SmackDown.
Yeah. Pinhead Larry, Stone Cold has what? LA Knight has yeah. What would each of your one-word catchphrases be?
Really?
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah. Well, we
Pizza?
know Eric's.
Yeah. Andrew.
Josh's tits.
Josh's motherfucker.
Mine is. I stole it from Tim Allen.
Yours is what?
Yeah, I don't know. Donald Alexander. I saw Enzo at an indie show in Memphis over the weekend. The guy still has it. Still great on the mic. What do y'all think keeps WWE from wanting him back?
Too much controversy.
I think they just find him annoying.
Maybe. I was going to ask, was he there wrestling or was he just in attendance?
I would love to see him come back.
Sure.
Spencer Carnivore, now that the TKO deal is done, what do you guys think is going to be the first crossover between WWE and UFC?
Oh, fuck. I don't know enough about UFC to weigh in on that one.
I could see John Jones doing something in WWE.
Obviously, they're probably going to fight Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Makes no sense.
Yeah, but there's not going to be a WWE guy going to UFC because you can't do that.
Right.
So, John Jones, I mean, obviously Conor McGregor could do something.
Yeah.
We'll see. Dashing Dan, you mentioned Test last week and reminded me of something he would do. He would step over the top rope, but he wasn't that tall, so we had to push the top rope down almost to the middle rope. It looked forced, like he was trying too hard.
Yeah, I remember that.
Braun Strowman does the same thing, but it seems to be far less common now. I know you only tackle the important issues on this podcast, so I wondered, what are your thoughts on this? Is it a silly thing to do? I would say yes. I don't remember Test, but I remember Braun doing it, and yeah, like his dick would just get caught on the top rope, and it's just like, that can't feel great.
No. I'm sure
it's not
don't
worth
like
the
that.
risk.
No.
Stephen with a V, did they pipe in crowd noise for when The Rock returned? Because at one point the audio went funny. I mean, yeah, they were cutting the audio because of certain holy shit chants and the year and the. But
and asshole chants.
The pop sounded natural to me. PCJ, could Jesse the Mind give me his opinions on the interesting timing of The Rock showing up on SmackDown just shortly after the huge backlash he and Oprah received when they were called out on their bullshit People's Fund of Maui scam? Oh, that's right. Did you hear about that?
I did. The Human Fund.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Joe about that next week.
Yeah.
Omar, it's a long shot, but CM Punk coming back to WWE would be cool, right? It's not like he's working with empty-headed dumb fucks or overrated Target employees. I don't think he would have locker room issues like he did in AEW. Fantasy book CM Punk's return to WWE. Who throws out who from the Royal Rumble? MJF throws out Cody. Punk throws out MJF. Well, I don't know if you would have Punk and MJF show up just to feud again.
Right, yeah. That would make sense.
I know that there were rumors about Kevin Owens and Punk, but yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a great Mania match.
Rizzler, since when does... Or you get Stone Cold to do one more match.
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
Rizzler, since when does a haircut make you the toughest and scariest? Bailey running from Shotzi like she's patient zero with COVID.
For real.
23.
Got
COVID
like that like pinhead.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just a haircut. She still sucks and never wins.
I forgot what the guy's name from Hellraiser is.
I thought it was Pinhead.
No, it's not Pinhead.
Oh. JBL at the border. I can't keep my mouth shut anymore. Josh DM'd his followers on Twitter and encouraged us to hate on Eric. He wants to replace Eric and become the true third guy.
What
I'm
the
sorry,
fuck?
Josh. Hashtag TBD Army.
What the fuck? I'm going to drop that motherfucker.
Riorgi Porgy this week on Dynamite. Eddie Kingston's going to cut a promo like Mike Tyson did back in the 80s. He's going to tell Antonio Castagnoli that he's going to fuck him till he loves him.
I'm sorry, who are these
Maybe.
people?
Who? Eddie Kingston?
Castagnoli?
Claudio?
Yeah.
That's Cesaro.
Oh, is this
He said
AEW?
Antonio Castagnoli. Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Jason
Not watching
Silva.
that.
I asked Chat GPT to write a synopsis for a possible movie about this podcast. What's wrong with wrestling? The movie. Oh my God, this is so long, but if it's good, I'll keep reading it. Synopsis. In the glitzy world of professional wrestling, three passionate enthusiasts, Andrew Pisano, his brother Joe Pisano, and their quirky friend Eric Slamilton, uncover the outrageous antics and underwhelming performances that something the WWE and AEW shows.
That Mar.
Okay. As hosts of the majorly successful podcast, What's Wrong with Wrestling, they earn a devoted following by fearlessly reviewing and critiquing the lackluster wrestling events Their audacious reviews capture the attention of the one and only Vince McMahon, the mastermind behind the WWE empire.
Go on.
McMahon, determined to regain control over the narrative, concocts a devious plan to acquire the Trios podcast and transform it into the propaganda machine, renaming it What's Right with WWE. I can't imagine. You had to write this. This was not Chat GPT.
No, there's no fucking way.
Hold on. Where are we? He believes this will squash any negative publicity and manipulate the opinions of wrestling fans. However, Andrew, Joe, and Eric stand strong, refusing to sell their integrity for financial gain. Well, that's incorrect.
Yeah, I would sell out so fast. Oh, you're paying me a lot. Yeah, I fucking love this show.
The trio, backed by their loyal listeners and fellow wrestling enthusiasts. Wait, you pay me $1 million and I never have to watch wrestling again?
Done. You just tell me what to say about it? Done.
Yeah.
Where do I
They
sign?
embark on a crusade to protect the truth and the essence of their podcast. Their mission becomes a race against time, navigating a treacherous world where alliances can be deceiving and loyalty is a precious commodity. As they defy McMahon's relentless attempts to coerce them into submission and sign non-disclosure agreements, they unravel the wrestling industry's dark secrets. The battle intensifies, leading to a final showdown between the trio and McMahon, where they must confront their own doubts and fears. In the face of adversity, they find the strength to persevere, determined to uphold the values of honesty and authenticity in a world dominated by manipulation. What's Wrong with Wrestling? The movie is a roller coaster ride of laughter, friendship, and resilience. It sheds light on the power of honesty, the bonds of brotherhood, and the unwavering dedication of true fans as they strive to keep the wrestling world accountable and true to its essence. Oh my God.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I would be the hero.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, how about $1 million?
$2 million.
Yeah, okay, sure. You got it, pal.
Yeah.
Todd Fricker, Pushfire Barry, Montez Ford, singles run, Chad Gable dethroning Gunther, Nia Jax never wrestling again. Well, that's Push. Push Nia Jax never wrestling again.
That's the push. I don't know. Push a Montez.
Ford singles run. As long as he's a heel, God.
Yeah. I don't know.
Eric, have you guys ever played with the idea of letting Joe or Eric being a special moderator for a week? I think them having the soundboard alone would be amazing. Yeah, there's a reason why Eric's laughing.
Yeah.
We have a fucking video on social media about why we can't do this.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would be up for the task 1 week if you want to save your voice.
Sure.
Okay.
Kyle Foxon, do you think The Rock still gets paid per one-off appearance? What do you think he gets for that one night? I mean, for sure he got paid.
Oh, absolutely. They sent him home with one of those like fucking giant checks.
Like 200,000, maybe?
At least.
My guess would be 200,000.
Yeah.
But I have no fucking idea. It's not going to be cheap. He's not going to do it for 50 grand.
No.
That's maybe what McAfee got.
Yeah.
Jonathan Ramos, we had The Rock come back. Should we get Batista too? And in what capacity? Also, Jets will bounce back. Let's fucking go. All right, let's hope so. Should we get Batista? Yeah, Batista said that he'd be willing to show up.
Yeah.
He recently said that.
I mean, he's got nothing else to do.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sure, he should come back. I don't know. Do whatever.
Show up on Raw. Give them some ratings.
Yeah.
Show up on NXT.
Right.
There you
I'm
go.
a pussy.
Yep.
If Cody Rhodes is the one traded for Jey Uso, why do I still see his ass on Mondays?
You would see him regardless.
Yeah, exactly. The real Mr. Kennedy. I have to put my vote in for Ask JR bonus show. Joe Guerrero, I second this.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. Peyton Livingston went to a house show this weekend and just wanted to share some highlights. LA Knight smashed a fan sign that said A-Town Clown over Theory's head in the United States Championship match, triple threat with Mysterio. Dom interfered JD's tag match against LWO before being chased down by Ray, who then spanked him with a flip-flop. Wow. Good God.
Good stuff.
Becky defended the NXT Women's title against Tiffany Stratton in a very entertaining match. Ciampa teamed with Alpha Academy to beat Imperium By submission, Ciampa had Vinci in his stretch, while Otis had Gunther in a torture rack, and Gable had Kaiser in an ankle lock.
Wow.
While the TV shows are mostly boring, the live shows were pretty fun and definitely worth the money.
There's more fan interaction and more fan service on that.
Yeah,
They'll have to stick to a script.
It doesn't sound too different, though.
True. Yeah.
It's all the same people fighting each other.
Right.
The game of games.
Oh.
Thoughts on a Brock return to team with The Rock to make the Rock and Brock connection
Oh, fuck.
to take down Roman.
Never happened.
Right. I mean, it'd be fine with one tag team match, sure. Yeah. Joe Guerrero, do you think WWE can stretch out Judgment Day plus JD versus team can't beat Roman? Sammy, Kevin, Jay, and Cody until War Games. How many combination tag teams can they make from these 8 men?
Like 700?
Yeah.
That's probably a little high.
Michael Andrade, Pushfire Barry. That's it. All right. Jason Deerham, worst acting award or best acting award. Jey Uso and Damian Priest breaking character as they were so obviously checking out Jackie Redmond's ass as she walked away and then smirking at each other about it, all caught on live TV. I did not notice this.
Wow.
I got to go back and look at this then.
For sure.
Yeah. Axe, if War Games does happen at Survivor Series, when should they have start building to it? Because I feel like the obvious Judgment Day versus Good Guys build started way too early and long. I don't know that it's happening. They're not saying it.
They have another pay-per-view in between there. They're not going to push one further out.
I mean, last year they advertised War Games.
Yeah.
So they're not. I don't think it's happening.
But I think they want to do the announcement like on air.
We'll see. Juan Saul, will Jade Cargill be pushed to the moon, or will she lose to Charlotte at Mania just like Cody did?
Oh, she'll lose to Charlotte.
Cody lost to Charlotte at Mania?
Yep.
She needs to start in NXT. She does. She has to learn how to wrestle. She doesn't know how. She could be awesome. Maybe they could teach her how to wrestle. We'll see. Chef Dave, sorry I already asked a question, but I did want to add that I personally called SAG, and they did give permission to The Rock and Cena to do SmackDown this past Friday. What? What are you talking about?
What?
Ryan Hensley, can Joe do a spoof Mentos commercial but call it Mentos?
I don't think he's going to want to do that.
Mentos. Yeah, that's not. Joe for president, could you give my brother a happy birthday? He's turning
22.
I mean,
Oh, wow.
22.
Yeah.
happy birthday. And then Amraz just said bread. Bread. That's what Matt Hardy said when he
Yes,
got
when he
concussed.
got dead.
When he dead.
When he got deaded.
When he got dead.
Dead.
So there you go. That's all for fan questions. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, as well as our other one, Hollywood Hogwash. We just reviewed Avengers Infinity War. Next week, we're doing Avengers Endgame. Eric has never looked more jealous in his life. You should come on. Also, follow the show.
Come on.
Yeah. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. And to get a t-shirt or hat at prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Or
if you want the Thanks Guys t-shirt, go to bonfire.com/Thanks Guys. And of course, finally, become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Weekly AEW recaps, brackets, pay-per-views, classic, movies, all that shit.
so much content.
So much.
It's everywhere.
Bye.
Is that it? Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not recording anymore?
No.
Okay, good. Because I just wanted to what the fuck was that question with Josh?
No, that person made that up.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I kind of feel like they didn't.
They did.
I feel like we're never going to hear from that person again.
just trying to
Josh is going to murder them.
They're just trying to get you.
He's going to DM and be like, shut up, motherfucker.
What's wrong with